All right, hopefully I got my audio issues fixed out with all the dumb echo, and we'll try this one more time. Quick tutorial. So you log into our alpha beta Atlassian.net Jira board, and we have the little home page as our little dashboard that shows all our projects, any activity. So it's pretty barren right now. We want to get our stuff added. So you want to be able to go to our one and only project. And from here, it defaults by landing on our board, but our board doesn't have anything in it. So the best way to add things, I think, is to go to the timeline, the very top. And this shows us an overview of what all our epics are and what are all the little stories that are underneath each one. And now that we've taught you what an epic is, let's go ahead and put in a couple of our others. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our Zoom. It's not fitting early on the screen. There's our little Zoom planner that we did earlier. So our epics are going to be the landing page, shopping cart, a checkout. You'll probably add like an about us page, or contact company, product information. But those are all additional ones. Let's just go down to the bottom one that we talked about this morning, the product catalog. And it's going to have some stories underneath it. It needs to be able to display a product, select a product, and search for products. I'm sure there's more we can think of, but let's just go with those three. So simple enough, you just click the Create Epic, and we want a product cat log, enter it. It's as simple as that. That's another epic. And then now there's this little plus sign next to each epic. That's much easier to create the stories that belong to it right here. If you go to the board, you create this top button. If you create this story, that's fine, but you have to then remember to choose which epic it belongs to. And there's a lot of fields. I find that it's easier just to go ahead and do, we need something to display the products. And it's added. Now let's go ahead and add another. We also need something to, I'll just do product search bar. Way to search. And we'll do one more. Let's take a look at that whiteboard again. Product selector, search, and display. We'll call this the product selector and configure widget. Cool. It's really as simple as that. Now we have an epic that has these stories that need to be done. We'll eventually be able to put in start and stop dates, and that'll show you your schedule on the side when things are going to be done. We'll leave that empty for now because until you have a team that's actually working on things, you don't know how long they are. So again, a timeline is going to be key for the Scrum Master to come in here and put in all the epics and all the stories. And again, there's no details at this point. It's just high level. What are all the big items that need to be done? Those are epics to complete this project. And then all the stories are the things under each epic that are required to finish that epic. Everything that needs to be done on an individual level. And again, they should be sized so that a developer or whoever can finish them in a 2-week period. Now they'll show up all in the backlog, which tracks everything. Here you can see we have a backlog of stuff that hasn't been assigned to a board yet. It's in the backlog. So when you do your sprint prioritization, I might decide that, sure, I'm going to start on the display products, and I'm going to take it and just drag it right into the backlog. And then maybe another person can do the product search bar. They'll go ahead and just drag it and drop it onto the board for work. So the backlog is going to be the entire 2-year effort or whatever it's going to take of everything. And then every 2 weeks, you come in here and you dig through the backlog and you find the stuff that it makes sense to work on next. And you just drag it to your board. And your board is your visualization of everything that each person has to do. And it'll be in progress blocked. So it's mark this in progress for you. So you have a story to add more stories to the backlog, and it's under the Learn Project Management's Epic. Perfect. And then you can see there are these unassigned ones. I'm going to go ahead and just click on the little picture and assign it to myself so that I have things to do. And it's as simple as that. Now you can see that I've got 2 issues, you're working on 1, and I can drag mine, let's say we'll do display, into progress. And that's it. It's now tracking stories through the completion cycle. And then as they get done, we can test them, review them, mark them ready for release, and then the code gets out. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.